everybody, it's Donna. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is January 1st, 2020, and I have decided to take part in a 31 days craft challenge. Whether I'll actually make it through all 31 days, that's yet to be seen. The link to the video that explains what it is below, and is being put on by Amanda over at Scrimpingmommy in UK. She is an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator over there. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada. But as such, I sometimes find that I focus very much on Stampin' Up! Products and promoting what we sell. I do believe in Stampin' Up! 100%. I love their product. I love their product line. I love the quality of their products. I love their customer service. There's really not anything bad that I can say about Stampin' Up! However, because of that, sometimes I forget to just relax and have fun crafting rather than doing it to try and get sales and subscribers and all of that. So I think in the long run, doing this craft challenge will help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers for 2020. And I would also like to increase my team by 10 for 2020. I think for me that's quite substantial. That's a big jump in subscribers and a big jump in team members. I am nowhere that Amanda is. She's looking for 40,000 subscribers and I'm looking for just 1,000. So there's a big difference in where we are in our Stampin' Up! Journey. Okay, so today I'm going to be making some simple tags out of recycled Christmas cards. Okay, so here I am again with my everlasting glass of wine. Okay, so I'm trying to decide where to cut out and punch my cards from. I've already done some out of some of the cards I received, but now I just have these two cards to do. I do have several little label punches, as I'm sure most people do. Failing that, I'm sure most people have different dies, or you can even just use scissors and cut them out. I had to cut that card a little bit so I can make room for my punch. I am using a couple of punches, a couple of dies, and I'm just trying to center the image in that cutout area of the punch. Some of the cards you will have to cut so you can get in there. I recommend that you cut the top part off first. Some of the sentiments you'll see later that I do keep them. I don't know if I'll use them. I don't know what I'll use them for. Maybe next year on make new cards out of them, or maybe in a junk journal of sorts. I haven't made any junk journals, but that is actually on my list. I spent most of my summer collecting various things so that I can start making some junk journals. I just have a smaller punch there. I was trying to figure out if that would work, but it doesn't really. So for this little Merry Christmas, it did actually fit in this punch. You'll see on the next card that I did actually mess it up a bit because the die I didn't think would cut out part of the next ornament, and it did. It also cut out part of the Mary, so I didn't really quite plan that correctly, so I only ended up with those two tags out of that card. I did use the other piece of the card to punch out a couple little circles so that I could use them for buttons or something else on some other type of embellishment that I might need. As you can see there, that's when I'm realizing that it didn't cut the way I wanted it to cut. I'm trying to decide what to do there. So here I'm just going to punch out using a little circle punch to punch out a couple little circles. As I said, I'll probably just use them for buttons or for something, closures on something, and I'll just put them away in my stash. Okay, so here are the inside of the cards that I wanted to cut out. That one I couldn't find anything that would fit properly, so I just used my paper trimmer and trimmed it down. Same with that one there. This one here, I did find a die. I believe it was one of the stitched rectangles dies that would fit. This one didn't quite fit. The circles didn't fit. The ovals didn't fit, but the stitched rectangle did fit quite nicely. And I'm just going to tape that again and send it through my die cut machine. Okay, so there we go. There's that one done as well. And those, I'm not going to use them for anything further today. I've just put them aside. These ones here, I'm just checking the back to see which ones needed something to be covered. I only had one that had writing on it, just because the image was on the back of the card. So now I'm just going to punch that out and attach it to that one card using some Tombow liquid adhesive. And that one will be good to go. Okay, now I'm punching holes. This is a small Stampin' Up! Punch. I think it's the 1/16 inch. I'm not really sure. It's a small one, but it's smaller than a normal hole punch. I found that my corner punch, which is there off to the side, the trio, the hole was just going to be too big for most of them. So I just used that to punch them. Now I'm going to stamp on the back of all these tags a to and from. You don't actually really even need that. You could just write it on, but I figured, what the heck? I have stamps, I have ink pads, I might as well do it. I'm going to stamp it using Memento Tuxedo Black on the back of all of them. Some of them I think I kept forgetting not to do it, not do them right in the center. Otherwise, you're not going to give them enough room to write. Okay, so there they all are. The only thing left to do is to put some string on them. And I missed one there. I didn't punch the hole in. So I decided on, I did have lots of other string, but I did decide on 2 of the Stampin' Up! Strings that I had there, and you can see them up there. I'm just going to cut off about a 6-inch piece for each of them. I did them both in black and in green. And I'm going to fold each piece in half and poke it through the hole. The hole is really small, so I found it easier to use take your pick tool or some kind of pokey tool to just push it through. This part was a little bit tedious, but it didn't take too long to do. You can also just forego the string altogether and just tape it to your parcel, because you'd have to tape the string anyways, so you can do it that way. Or find thinner like thread, like some silver or gold thread would look nice as well. Okay, this is where I'm poking it in to the little hole that's there and then pulling it out the other end. That was actually quick and simple to do that way. And then I'm just pulling them through the loop that I created. I'm not actually tying them off. I just kind of folded it, put the loop through, and then pulled the strings through. So there's the tags that I have completed. I think there was 15 or 16 of them out of all the cards. I think I had 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 cards, maybe 4 cards. I didn't really get a lot of cards this year. The handmade cards, as I said, I keep, so I don't really want to mess those up right now. So, but now I have probably enough tags for me for next year, that's for sure. Most of my kids prefer money. Okay, so if you're interested in purchasing any items, please head on over to my online store. Use this host code for the month of January, and any orders over $50 will receive a free gift from me. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and we will catch you in day 2.